Point of no return, point of no return. Welcome back, man. We know too much. We've seen too much. We've been through too much. We are experiencing way too much. God can reveal himself to us over and over again for us to go back to the way we used to be, the way we used to think, react, and respond to life, man. It's your Holy Ghost homeboy Slim. SLIMM, simply living in my moment, which means yesterday is gone. Tomorrow's never promised. All you have is right now, this moment, and I hope you fully living in yours because I'm fully living in mine, man. Just back with another quick word, man. It's a lot of demonic activity going on right now. So y'all really need to pray without ceasing, continuously, and cover and anoint and really put on the whole armor of God, weaponize it, activate it, and use it, because it's a lot of things that is happening right now. The enemy it's at its weakest because it's at its most powerful. Let me explain. Being that it seems like the enemy has the upper hand, the last word, the first word, they control the media, they control the news, they control the music, they control the food, they control the medicine, they control the market. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have given up hope on finding a purpose or finding a higher belief or finding a higher way of thinking or a better way of thinking in order to overcome first the mental manipulation and the spiritual manipulation that they put upon you, and then train yourself physically to put the wisdom, knowledge, truth, and understanding in your real world to apply it to break these generational curses, strongholds that have been going on not just in your family but in everybody bloodline for year after year, generation after generation. Like, somebody has to stop it. Somebody has to cut the head off the snake so you can give the future, your kids and the generations after you, a better life and a better foundation. A lot of us were messed up and we didn't even know we were messed up. We were doing things and saying things that we didn't know were wrong because from a young age, that's what we were exposed to. It took me getting into trouble and being held accountable for the things that I was doing wrong to realize, one, how much wrong was being done, how long it's being done, and then I felt liberated and at peace because it was like, I know that now it stops with me. Like, it's not going to be passed down to my kids. It's not going to be passed down. No, bro. You got to take it. You know, as a man, as a woman, you chosen to be the head of your household. You have to take the burden of responsibility to be able to look deeper in your family issues, to realize what's attacking you, who's attacking you. Now we seeing it, bro. Like, it's coming after families, it's coming after marriages, it's coming after the children. It's all trying to get everybody separated. So now you focusing on your own thing. You're not focusing on unity. You're not focusing on tradition. You're not focusing on relationship. You focusing on the dollar. You focus on the image. You focus on keeping up with the next person. You focus on, you feel me, playing this part that we know is not true in order to maintain this facade that at some point is going to fall apart. It is hard to really focus and do it for the love and do it for the peace and do it for the joy, and before money is involved, before contracts involved, before a title, position, fame, celebrities involved, before anybody even knows what you're doing and why you're doing it for, and you're sitting and you're doing it, and then you're giving your gifts to God so he can bless something and give you something beautiful in return for your pain, for your troubles, for the things that you've endured on this path to figuring out who you are and trying to chase the best version of yourself. You've been attacked left and right. And now this thing is being spread worldwide, this hate, bro. Like, and you really got to pray and cover your loved ones to make sure that when these negative spirits and these people that are utilizing these demonic energies in order to carry out these felonious and just horrible atrocities, bro, that we carrying out on one another, you don't want your people to be touched. You don't want no harm to be done for them. So by you praying over them, by you putting the oil on them, by you anointing them, by you just going to God and interceding on their behalf and sending God and Jesus and the Holy Spirit in places that you know that you can't be physically, it's somebody and something already there protecting your loved ones. So you just got to continue to stay clean in the spirit, stay separated, stay anointed, stay away from sin, bro, because it's the only way that you stay untouchable. I'm serious. It's like, you're not perfect, but you don't have the intent or the motive to hurt or to anger or to cause discord or to break up a happy home. None of these things. Like, that's not your agenda. You have some people that wake up and they don't care as long as they get what they want, as long as their gratification is fulfilled, however they chase it, because what might work for you may not work for the other person. But we all looking for a way to not feel the way that we feel because of where life got us, right? So we trying to escape, and everybody finding a way, a path, except the right path. You feel me? But you got to stay on that narrow path, bro, because it's gonna lead to your best days, and it's gonna lead to things that money can't buy. You know, favor ain't fair. Everybody not getting up and praying, bro. When God come at you in the middle of the night, it's 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, you just laid down, you didn't clean the whole house, gave baths, cooked, did lunch, you know what I'm saying? Then got the oil changed, and they went grocery shopping and picked up a few things, and you then scrubbed the floors, washed the, you know, doing real man stuff, doing real woman stuff, real boss stuff to make sure that your family is raised with a standard of excellence, and you showing them like, nah, I don't care where you come from, I don't care who you are. Cleanliness is next to God. It is not just in a managing the environment, physical thing, but when you manage your temple and when you manage your vessel, you're making sure that you're staying clean, and that keeps you anointed, that keeps your favor, that keeps your protection, not just for you, but for your loved ones too. And as we see these things on our feed and on our timelines, man, it's crazy, bro, because you look at your kids, you look at your wife, you look at your mama, you look at your daddy, you look at your kid, your your nieces and nephews and your friends, and you couldn't believe of doing some of the things that we are doing to each other. You know what I'm saying? And it's not right. And that's how you know that it's demonic activity. And it's a lot of people that have the control, bro, right? Where they can put stuff in music, where they can put stuff in subliminal messages, they can backmask, they can do propaganda, they can take over things and make you accept it because it's forced in your face so much. But when you step aside, when you get off the phone, when you get out the world, and when you get with God, he give you that spirit of discernment, and he's going to tell you like, nah, this is a good one, this is a bad one, watch out for this one, help this one, call this one, be there for this one, cut this one off. Hey, you might need to put your pause on this one because this one not going to stop. You know what I'm saying? It's really specific how God leads you, and you can't be scared. You can't be timid. You can't be hesitant. You can't be second guessing yourself. You can't be not trusting God at his word when he tell you to go, when he tell you to get up, when he tell you to move, when he tell you to do something, when he explaining something to you. Trust him at his word, because it's going to lead you to where you want to be, and you always going to be okay no matter what you face. God is bigger than any threat. He's bigger than any problem. But if you don't have him, if you're not utilizing him, if you're not honoring this relationship, if you're not talking to him, if you're not going to him, if you're not trusting him, if you're not trusting yourself, if you're not doing the right things, then how can you expect for you to continue to be saved and you continue to be spared from the things that's happening to everybody else? Remember, God smiles on the just and the unjust, but he also judges, bro. Whether you done it knowingly or unknowingly, we all sin and have come fallen short of the glory of God, bro. Like, that's like me not judging nobody, bro. But it's like I'm looking at people and what they doing, and I'm not judging them. I'm judging the spirit in which they operate in. And it's a lot of people that's just not right. They continue to listen to the dark thoughts. They continue to stew. They continue to be convinced by the enemy, bro, that what they doing is justified, that what they doing, they gonna get away with it. And bro, when they do it, ain't nobody doing the time with them. Ain't nobody getting they butt took or butt whooped but them. Ain't nobody getting tortured. Ain't nobody getting left in no dirty cell. Ain't nobody getting, because for every action, there's a reaction. It's a cause and effect to everything that we do. So when we go out our way to hurt the innocent, to hurt the women, to hurt the children, to disrespect the order of life, when we go out our way to trick people, when we go out our way to try to break up a happy home, when we go out our way to be lustful or to be vengeance, or we know that we sad and unhappy, so we gonna make somebody else mad and unhappy so we can get a false charge off of that, and then we get a kick and a thrill off of that. It's a lot of people seeking pleasure off other people's downfall and their agony and their pain, bro. And it's a lot of people that have the power to make things better, and they choosing not to. So God is saying enough is enough. So he's allowing people, okay, keep doing what you're doing. Because a lot of times people think that they have gotten away with what they've done because they didn't receive an immediate consequence, right? But everybody has free will, and remember, the energy that you put out there is going to be returned to you, and when it be returned to you, it's going to be 10 to 100 fold depending on the intensity of what you're doing. Because sometimes we halfway with it when we want things and when we need things and when we put it in the atmosphere. But sometimes when we really want something, God feel that energy. So you can't cheat the energy. You can't cheat the frequency. The universe. You can't cheat God's ear. It's nothing you can say to God that he hasn't heard. It's nothing that you can do for God that he hasn't already been done and that he can't do for himself. We need him. We need him, bro. So it's a lot of people that's going around acting like they got all control, like they got all power, and those days are coming to an end. And if those days are coming to an end, the people who have stayed down, stayed committed, stayed true to the calling, to the blessing, to the purpose that's been put over their life, you about to receive your blessing and breakthrough. But you got to remember, you're going through so much hate. You're going through so much opposition in order to manifest your dreams and to receive the desires of your heart. And that's what you feel. But God is keeping you sensitive. He's keeping you humble. He's keeping you open. He's keeping you ready to receive what is yours. So just keep going and just keep listening to him. Keep being sensitive. When he tell you, man, take this route instead of this route, when he tell you to call this person, when he tell you to do this and do that, please make sure that you're doing it and you staying on task, because you don't know what your actions or the lack of your reaction means to the bigger picture, to the bigger play, man. We all just pieces, bro, of this grand puzzle, bro. So, don't get it twisted, man. Don't think you more important than the next, bro. No, man. What separates you is your spirit, is your salvation, where your energy lies after this one, bro. So just continue to pray, continue to cover your loved ones, continue to just be there for them, continue to just be the filter that they need, continue to be the guide and the arrow to keep them honest and to keep them going on the right path, because it's a lot of misleading information and there's a lot of things and games people trying to play because they profit off of chaos. You feel me? If people scared, if people sick, if people need to relocate from one place to another, man, somebody is going to profit off of this, because you're going to need gas, you're going to need food, you're going to need energy, you're going to need vehicles, you're going to need shelter, you're going to need water, you're going to need medicine. There's so much. And it's the people that's making these things, they're betting and they're wanting the world to go sideways, all for $1, all for $1, all for a like, all for some attention. You feel me? So you just got to stay true to who you are. Stay true to your purpose and stay true to the plan that God has for you. And you always going to be okay. And then you're going to be able to warrant that shield for the next one. So it's a lot of demonic activity. It's a lot of people that's just, they ain't even crashing out. They choosing to do what they doing because they've been playing with these dark forces so long, thinking that these things can be controlled, not knowing that these things is going to lullaby you. And then you going to be the one trapped inside yourself, looking at yourself do all these things, and you can't stop. And then when it's over, and when the carnage and when the evil and when the dark stuff has been done, now you left to deal with the consequences, and now you don't know what to do, because life as we know it has changed for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everything that happens out there, whether you know it or not, these things affect one another. So I want to just get to a place to where we more peaceful, but the only way we can do that, man, is we got to find our purpose. Once you find your purpose, bro, you don't want to bother nobody and you don't want nobody bothering you. But in the meantime, just pray, 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 pray. Just continue to cover your people. Make sure your doors is marked, bro. Make sure your doors is marked, because it's getting to a close in the end of a year, and it's a lot of people dropping. And the numbers are going to increase, and it's going to be crazy, and more people are going to be dropping left and right and left and right. And you just want to make sure that you don't getting that phone call, you feel me, that is one of your loved ones. So just continue to pray, continue to be there when God needs you, and he's going to be there when you and your people need him. Till next time, Slim.